Hi, I'm Trey,
And I'm Sabrina,
and we love to travel and find hidden treasures of chocolate.
and we want to share what we've been learning with you,
So come join us.
Chocoholics.
Hi, Sabrina.
Hi, Trey.
How are you?
Good, thank you. We had a great time at the Northwest Chocolate Festival in Seattle,
Yes, we did. That was just a fun day.
down on Pier 66. The water was gorgeous. The view from the classes upstairs were really
A little cold.
pretty.
Finding a parking was a little nerve-wracking, but once
Yeah.
we got in, it was nonstop.
There were
it was
tons
go,
of people.
Go, go. Oh, it was
Hundreds.
crowded. It
100,
was-
well, maybe 100
No, there were-
vendors
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there were more than 100 vendors.
and more than 500 people.
Yeah,
yeah, lots of people.
It seemed to be all of the vendors and the alleyways through the vendors were a little narrow, and there were times that you're just trying to nudge your way through.
No more COVID quarantine.
yeah, that was off the table.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was the people for me that made this fun. Because these people are so passionate about what they're doing and from very different avenues. You have the
Yeah.
bean to bar, the single origin, you have the big companies like J. Coco
Right.
or Joco, I don't know how
Yeah.
to say it, Seattle
Yeah.
Chocolates.
Seattle Chocolates
Yeah.
was there, and
And anyway, we met people from
Dandelion. Some of the places that
Yeah.
we've reviewed were there, which was kind of fun.
Venezuela,
Oh yeah, and then countries, right?
Yeah.
Venezuela,
Paris. There was a company from Paris there.
England, Mexico, Korea.
Korea, yeah,
Yeah.
all over the world. And it was a lot of fun just to hear what they were about, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, what their take is on chocolate. And,
Yeah,
and
everybody's a little different,
There
right?
were micro and macro. They were
Yeah.
they were all. It was fun that way.
We still have so much to learn.
Yeah, there was. I mean, the classes were good, and we sat in a vocabulary class because chocolate, the artisan chocolate movement is young enough that they don't have agreed upon terminology. Right, which is we've mentioned in our videos before.
That we
What is
struggle with that.
what is a single origin?
Yeah.
Right, is that a country, hemisphere, or plant?
Yeah.
Right.
And so they're trying to get some,
Standardization.
yes, they're trying to get standard.
So FCIA put this on.
Yeah.
Right.
Fine chocolate.
Oh boy. Industry
Association.
Association. That's it. Fine Chocolate Industry Association. We're still learning.
We have a lot to learn, and FICA was the one teaching us about
The vocabulary,
and
right.
how they're putting together groups of people. Anyone really can participate to figure out some standardization.
Yeah.
Fine Chocolate Industry Association.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
They also, one of the things that we just tripped upon accidentally is they had a passport system where they were giving a gift away at the end if you went and visited all their associated members' booths
Yeah.
in the conference. And so you just take your sheet, go talk to somebody at the booth, and they'd sign off on it.
Yeah.
And you collected all the names, and then you entered into some fabulous drawing, which we did not win.
But it gave us focus because it was
Right.
so massive, it's overwhelming. But once we had this focus, then we did a lot better. Next year, I think my focus is going to be find the places that have factory tours, and then
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You started it on that, didn't
Hawaii.
you? With Hawaii.
Yeah, and
I
I found
think
a couple
we're going to Hawaii pretty soon.
in March, and we're going to go to one of those factory tours they offer,
or two,
or farm tours,
or 3, or 7. I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
So a couple of nods to. I mean, we.
There was
scratched
one
the
other thing
surface. Okay,
before
go
we
ahead,
go
yeah.
to nods. There was one other thing that I really liked. They had equipment there
Oh, yeah.
and molds, and I mean the classes varied from marketing to vocabulary to all sorts of stuff. But I had, what does this piece of equipment do? And is this new technology or old technology? And just talking to the vendors was enlightening to me. I got it. It was a good education.
Cocoa bean roasters, and they also had tempering machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. And stuff you could actually have in your own home. I mean, if we
Right.
decided to do this, which we're not going to do.
Yeah, I talked to a mold guy and said, hey, if I wanted to I have this chocolate idea for work. And he said, oh yeah, just send me a CAD drawing. And it's like, okay, this will be fun.
Toilet stall
We might-
chocolates
yeah.
coming your way.
We might be able to make a toilet stall out of chocolate.
We might. I just want to give a nod to the Garcia sisters. They taught a class on story of your company.
No, yeah, the Story brand
Story
was
brand.
the base of their.
From that book
It
by
was from that
Donald
book.
Miller, which
Yeah.
we love that book, and we try to apply that to our own company. So
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. But these sisters do well. We're gonna do a whole video on them.
Yeah, we are, but it was fun to sit in their class,
Yeah.
and they gave samples, which
Yes.
is another bonus. We also went and this is a company called Honey Meat Chocolate, and this is a very small outfit out of Missouri, with the intent of
There.
lessening the use of sugar, processed sugar in foods, and at the same time, how to promote honeybees and keep the honeybee population alive and healthy.
And we know how hard this is because we actually did have a couple of hives.
Right.
Me and my friend Michelle. And it's difficult.
It's
and
hard.
my friend Linnell has hives, and my dad did beehives, and it is pretty challenging.
Yeah.
And the bees are in trouble.
Yeah, and talking with these guys, it was fun to hear, how the problems that they're overcoming, right? Humidity is a big deal, and the water content of the honey is not consistent all the time. So then when you start mixing it with chocolate, you kind of have to figure all of that out to come up with a consistent product. Hand me that bar.
Oh, yeah. And
know-
these folks are passionate about what they're doing.
Yeah, so this is right here. You won't be able to see it, but that's a handwritten bar number. This is bar 7,686.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Yeah.
So, you could have this signed and make this a limited edition if you wanted to.
There you go. But we really enjoyed talking to the people there, and that they're just passionate about what they're doing, and
Yeah, it's
anybody
it's
who's
a lot of fun.
there with a booth.
Chocolates.
So the other people we talked to were from Hazelnut Chocolates, Hazel Hill,
Yeah, there you go.
and it was just fun because they're going to retire, and we just chatted about how you and I were going to,
Someday retire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
someday retire.
And so they started
them.
a chocolate shop in
Yeah.
retirement, and how fun is that?
Yeah. Want to go next year?
Definitely. I really do.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do.
Okay. We'll find a factory tour to do somewhere.
That'll be the goal.
There was one in the Dominican Republic. See you
Yeah,
there.
that's right. Okay, it's a deal. Thanks, everyone.
Happy chocolate tasting.